I think I'll change Strelok's name to Strider. Not so much in reference to the character from Stalker, but Strider Hiryu from the Strider games and the manga they're based on. Haven't been finding... Actually, I don't recall on this playthrough finding a single really serviceable machine gun. The Cauldron. I forget which part of Rust Commons East that is. I know the area of the outpost I'm trying to get to, but I forget its name.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Okay, this is the Cauldron. That means the quickest way to get where I need to go is to go to Old Haven and just go right back out. But before I do that, I can't not check out the usual. What do I have? What will I need? What will I need in the near future? And what do I just plain want? Interested in level 34. Well, I've already described the grenade mods of interest. This looks like a doll, standard issue doll Bouncing Betty. Yep.
Atlas believes in customer service above all else, though all sales are final.
Level 31, Ancient Transfusion.
Let's get our feet out of the dust. Welcome to my shop.
Hey, you see my gun?
Combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into
to you later.
A sniper without a sniper comm is just a guy with a gun. Find the comm that's right for you. Step right up. This place is available on all weapons and gear.
Oh,
Don't be
another
shy. Come right in.
satisfied customer. A customer satisfied again. Another worthwhile trip.
Give me a shout if I can help you.
If you need healing, step right up.
What can I do for you? Well, that should cover it, kid.
As for class mods, I'm interested in level 31 SNS Gunslinger. If it has ammo reach. Level 31 SNS Ranger. If it's comparable to what I've got and has +2 or better focus, it can be a 3-line, blue or purple. 3 lines are usually blue. There can be 3-line purples though, can't there? It doesn't have to be a 5-line purple is what I'm saying. Well, isn't it interesting? I mean, that's getting sold, yeah, but because it doesn't fit the description, but still, it's a Ranger class mod. I was just talking about a Ranger class mod. And then, not long before that, I came across the corrosive rubberized grenade mod, and that fits the description of.
Do not worry. Pandora is the 13th most important planet within our interglobal dominion. We might not spend much of our budget on you.
Another one of the
but at
things I
least
needed.
You're not on Promethea.
At some point, I'll need a good electric revolver. By the way, earlier when I said that on this playthrough I hadn't found any good machine guns, I mean specifically machine guns. I've gotten good use out of combat rifles. But not since level 25. I mean, the gun's level, not mine. I'll be on the lookout for level 33 Hyperion combat rifle or level 34 Doll. Especially if it's a Hyperion Cobra or Doll Stomper.
So you want me to share, huh?
Level 28 flat off white label. 3-shooter. Maybe it's a burst fire 5-shooter. I just can't buy burst fire rocket launchers. That triple barrel on a rocket launcher can indicate typically helix, but not always. Helix and burst fire rocket launchers always have that barrel type, don't they? I love the top-fed magazine of flat-off rocket launchers in Borderlands 2. Did I do that one up there already? I think I did. I seem to recall. Yes, I did.
Wow.
I'm a night shifter and I didn't get enough sleep. That's my excuse. Since I have my smirk skill maxed out.
Teach those Lance guys a thing or two about firepower.
Give us your hungry, and we'll give them our leftovers. Give us your poor, and we'll give them a job that might pay. Give us your weary,
Damn.
and we'll make them sing us a song. We are Atlas.
I might as well terminate some bucket sluts. Keep in mind, I'm not supposed to be able to have this vehicle until after defeating it. Refer back to episode 1 to see how I managed to do that. Nimble little minx, isn't she? Just like the Black Operator assassins from the original Half-Life, these assassins can tear you up really fast. They can even destroy your vehicle. And their squad leader, I forget her name. She's the dangerous one, the leader. The ones that lead these squads are always the dangerous ones, as well, that makes sense. The leader is supposed to be the toughest. The mini-boss. Need some distance when launching these types of rockets. These are actually missiles. Assume that a missile is a rocket with a guidance system. There she is. This is the dangerous one. Volcana.
An Omega Senchu order has been issued for you. There will be 5 teams assembled to guarantee the objective is successful. That was the first. The Omegas are relentless and highly trained. The elite's elite. The only advantage you have is that their top operative recently left their employ. Stay alert. Athena out.
Not as deadly as I remember. Spectre.
Do not take up arms to fight the oppressors. You must leave the fighting to us when our schedule will permit your defense. If you are stabbed, control the bleeding as best you can. If you find yourself bitten, walk it off. We will protect you.
That makes Lil able to function as sort of a Morty. Omega Senshu Border. Well, it didn't gain me all that much experience.
If you want to get to the vault first, you're gonna need to eliminate the competition.
Since I've got the corrosive, I won't need the standard issues. Melee attacks. I hate it when people say melee. I hate it when people mispronounce the names of the manufacturers in the Borderlands series. It's Tedior, not Tedier. It's Malawan, not Mollywan. Now, I'm not making fun of anybody, it's just an observation. Marcus clearly pronounces all the names correctly in his advertisements. Therefore, there's no excuse to get it wrong.
Hey, over here.
So what does Senshu mean?
You.
Sounds Japanese. Or, if maybe not specifically Japanese, but... Well, yeah, it does sound Japanese, at least to me. To my Gaiden ears. Who watches Gaiden Goomba? I really like his cultural analysis. Even though Strider Hiryu isn't a true ninja, Gaiden Goomba did an episode where he talked about what ninja really were all about. Ninjutsu is not a martial art form. It's an art of espionage. In all probability, ninja, being guerrilla fighters for the people, probably practiced a variety of different martial arts.
Iron Atlas, and you too.
Oh.
The power of the gods.
Dull Desert Combat Rifle. I hope that it's either a pounder, an exceptionally good pounder, or judging by the receiver, it's not a stomper. It has a Type 1 receiver. Type 1 barrel, Type 1 stock, and I think that's a Type 3 scope for a combat rifle, that is. I hope it has an 18-round mag. If it has an 18-round mag, and I deem the price worthy, I'll buy it. And I hope it's got to be level 34, or, well, you know. It's a 34. Oh. See? Close but no cigar.
Remember, Marcus means quality at a great price. First aid kit. You won't regret it.
Rarely do I pack both a combat rifle and a machine gun. I typically use one or the other. Of course, I should have just hung out there. Refer back to what I said about being a night shifter and not getting enough sleep. Typically, the only time I carry both a combat rifle and a machine gun is if they're different enough from each other to serve different niches. For example, if I'm playing as Roland and I'm using a support gunner class mod, so I have ammo regen. Then I might do what I call a ketchup and mustard combo. Hyperion being ketchup and SNS being mustard. You know, because of the color schemes. If I do that, the Hyperion will typically be a Cobra with a Type 2 sight or better. It doesn't necessarily have to have a scope. If it has anything other than a Type 2 sight, again, I'm reiterating this for those of you who might just be tuning in. And something is cutting down my
Over here!
frame
I need your
rates.
help with something.
No, it's gone now. The Type 2 sight on a combat rifle is the only type of sight that isn't a scope, although the Type 1 sight or Type 1 scope is basically just a magnifying lens. Oh, since the shops have renewed, I want to get stuff done. And then my SNS will be could be an elemental with any elemental power, maybe explodey, maybe electric, what have you.
He's a real doctor when you got my machines and they're scary needles.
Wasn't really expecting to find anything good, but I thought it was at least worth a look. That reminds me of the flag from the movie 9. Great movie. Watch it with the commentary. It reminds me, of course, of a lot of my other favorite movies that have similar themes and motifs. Wall-E, The Brave Little Toaster, Dune, Tron. I mean, yeah, it's not really all that Tron-like. And it's not at all in its visual motif, but in the ideals it expresses. Watch Dune and Tron back to back, since I brought that up.
an employee of mine, but I fired him for gross incompetence. When he left, he stole a fragment from me and punched my dog, which was the fourth and final part of the key. The fragment is part of the key, not my dog.
Get you one.
Punched a dog?
Grenade should do more than just
Oh, I cannot abide that.
customize your grenades and they don't stop right.
I love dogs.
Hello! There are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere bounty board.
Oops. Come on, game. I thought use meant talk to that claptrap. I just wanted to see if he had something to say. I wasn't looking at the thingamadoser. So now I have to do this again. Twice on one episode. I have to go back and waste all these seconds. On the other hand,
If you need healing, step right up. Someone always has the upper hand. Make sure it's you.
I know what I'll do.
I should get you right now.
Time for a nice relaxing drive.
You've come. Excellent. I've been looking forward to this. My men are impatient. But I shall savor this until your blood has soaked the sand and your carcass is nothing but food for rack. Come get some.
Come get some. And his signature weapon is the boomstick. Also, his appearance is supposed to resemble Clint Eastwood.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SNS has the solution. More bullets. All SNS guns have extended magazines. Things are real doctor when you get mana machines and their scary names.
Now that I've got that out of the way, did I have anything to... No. I didn't think I picked up anything along the way, but I... Other than money. Now that that's activated...
Hello! There are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere bounty board.
Level 28, no.
You weren't using a Jacobs. Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Might as well do it.
Boy, this is the place to catch a ride. You can paint all kinds of pretty colors to boot. Let's trick out your ride.
Who knows, it might end up being useful.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
Let's get you rolling.
Time for a nice, relaxing ride.
Ketchup and mustard. It's a level 30 mission, so I hope the machine gun I get. And it says machine gun, so I'm expecting a machine gun, not a combat rifle, because that's what it says. I'm hoping for level 28. Torg or Atlas. Oh, wait. Tch, I completely forgot. It's there at the salt flats. Well, since I'm here, there is something I forgot to do. Can't resist the monies. I must be overestimating the range of this masher. Maybe it doesn't outmode my Red Death after all. My Red Death could make this. Oh?
What, you didn't like that?
Pattern may be of predictable diameter. Specific arrangement of pellets will never be predictable. And only because I found that cobra that one time is why I'm bothering to check this red chest. Who knows, maybe I'll find a level 28 violator. Yeah, that was wishful thinking. Oh, maybe. I'm not going to guess. I see. I wouldn't have gotten that right. Dirt. Oh. I might as well do it this way. Was going to find a station and teleport back to where I teleported from. But there's some battling to do.
If you need healing, step right up. It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment. Upgrade now.
The Violator. A machine pistol built on a repeater frame that functions as kind of like, it's kind of like it splits the difference between a masher and an anarchy. Salty air is salty. Salty air is so salty it's visibly salty. Mashed down. Time for ammo regen. That might be worth looking at. A level 28 Atlas machine gun. I didn't look at it before picking it up. That could be worth using. Has a Type 2 stock, Type 2 receiver, Type 3 barrel. Yeah, there's a skag pile up there, but let's see what kind of reload speed it has. Sluggish, due to the extended 55 round mag, but I'll tolerate it. And I don't feel like getting back out to open that up. That lunchbox money box.
Only one gun shoot more lightning than the next
Just in case I decide to feel like using that makeshift fast travel technique that I sometimes use. Tedious. Weak. Piddly rocket launcher. See, it should have brought the Cobra. It would have been great for this. Actually, the Red Death and this Masher. Corrosive is great against vehicles. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this before, but vehicle-mounted weaponry is made by Tedior, which is why it has unlimited ammo.
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of freaking wood. Get your meds here.
That's so tempting, but it's a 22 and I need a 31. I could go for a 22. I mean, there's neither a law nor an unwritten rule. But I'm not going to. It's a 5-line blue. 5-liners are usually purple. 3-liners or 2 or 1-liners are most often blue. Not that that's written in stone or whatnot.
My door. How can I turn you away when you're so doggedly eager for death? Do come in. Enter my humble abode.
He has such a poetic way of speaking. And there I can use that to teleport back to my other vehicle, my mustard vehicle, Fuego. It doesn't really matter which of these entrances I use, and there's another Outrider. smashed.
It's time! It's time!
Oh, that's right. I need to get some use out of this. What's the fire rate? .9, I think, is the lowest fire rate you typically see on an Atlas. It makes up for it by being accurate. Blue labeled TDR combat rifle.
That hurt?
12 round mag, type 2 sight. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking about guns. Yep.
Needs a real doctor when you get my machines in there scaring needles. Whether you're killing bad guys or exploring the unknown, you need a trusty gun by your side.
Need to get some use out of both of these. See how it compares to this. As expected. Oh, level 30. Kind of an S&S-ish machine gun. I need to compare an S&S and Atlas machine gun to both have Type 3 barrels or better. In my opinion, the Type 4 barrel is the best to have on a machine gun. The Type 5 may be more accurate, but the Type 4 offers some bonus damage. Or just extra damage compared to Type 5. Type 3 barrel is the second most accurate. We're supposed to go after him, blood. Excellent accuracy. Is that Torg, I believe? At first glance, I thought it was Mala-1 because the gray looks almost blue. But okay, level 28 Torg. What kind of sight does it have? Basic Type 1 sight, which, as you know, is the one I like on rocket launchers. Oh, I'm mistaken. Oh, I think this is the first rocket launcher I've ever found with this type of sight. See if I can remember how to do this. Oh. I was making it unnecessarily complicated. Just needed a better vantage point. Best possible gear. Well, it's kind of subjective, but I think I have really good gear.
Good luck. See you next time.
Lady luck, be kind. Torgs, the sniper rifle, it's junk, type 1 scope, type 2 barrel. That looks like a Torg. That might be awesome unless it's a thumper. Iron Bruiser. Has the type of scope I like. I think this is a type 5 barrel. I was kind of hoping it would have the corkscrew ricochet bullets. Now looks like a Type 3 receiver, judging by the style of carry handle it has. But I need to re-review that on the Borderlands wiki, so don't quote me on that. Pressing the jump key and didn't jump. Don't make this a hassle and a half, please. It's a simple task, don't make it complicated. I know I'm probably making it more complicated than it is.
First aid kit, and you won't regret it.
What's my rocket launcher rating?
Things are real, Doctor, when you get my machines and your scary needles.
If I was playing Brick, I'd consider using that, but by this point, I'd probably have something more better. Aha! There we go. That's a Type 5 barrel. The most accurate, but as I said before, I actually prefer a Type 4 on a machine gun. Maxed out. It's how I like multi-projectile weapons. Not because they forgive poor aim, but because they eviscerate enemies. probably should have saved that for when I come back down this way. Level, it's a TDR and a doll. Now I wonder what levels they'll be. Will the TDR be a 31? Doll will probably be 25. And it's a stomper even. Called it both times. Oh, but that's a Carnage. I hadn't anticipated that. But as you know, I'm not a fan of the Carnage. Unless it's the Jackal. Which is technically not.
Guest, please make yourself at home.
Exactly the
My
same.
men will be with you shortly. Never let it be said that the great Baron Flint is short on hospitality.
You can't damage him, of course. That's medicinal. You don't want to get cornered in there. Stuck on a wall. 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 Oh, that's scary. Stuck on a wall surrounded by cyclists. Although that boomstick is inaccurate, you don't want to get hit, as you can imagine. Look at the trapezius on that guy. I had to finish him Truxican wrestler style.
Oh shit! Grenade!
I love rubberized grenades. Same finish him for you. Flint and your cronies are mediocre. I left that tank unexploded, just in case the enemy might do that. Beyond groovy. Yeah, let's see about that. Hop skull. Why do you need a scope on a weapon like this? Why is it fire burst? It's just... It has such limited utility. And isn't it interesting that it's a Torg Carnage and just that gun that I found just moments ago. Is also a Torg Carnage. In fact, let's see how the Doomstick compares to a regular Carnage. I think Jacobs makes Carnages, but they're uncommon. The most accurate Carnages I've ever found are the ones made by Atlas. It would either be Atlas or Jacobs. Somebody who knows, please confirm if you feel like it.
So many to choose from.
I'm guessing that won't be a 34, it'll be a 25. And a 28 Torg. This reminds me of Waterworld. Also, Stalker Call of Pripyat, because it's a bucket wheel excavator, and there's one of those in Call of Pripyat also.
There is no fourth key fragment. Tannis, now have possession of the completed key. She used you to get what she wanted. You've ignored my orders. I'll cut you a deal. Leave the planet now and we won't pursue you. Do yourself a favor. Take advantage of my generosity while you still can. And make further disobedience will cost you and the citizens of this planet dearly.
Was
The
trying to
Crimson Lance are about to make an unpleasant discovery.
jump on
And learn a
that.
harsh lesson. Oh no, this wasn't supposed to happen. Stand by.
This is Commandant Steele of the Atlas Corporation Crimson Lance Starborn Brigade. Be advised, in preparation of upcoming special operations of the Lance, I have ordered the Echo Network shut down. Any attempt to circumvent our control will be met with punishment of death. Do not test me, or we may shut down the commerce grid as well. This is the only warning you will receive.
What the hell is going on? Has Steel gone insane? They're shutting down the ecosystem, and now we're getting reports of weapons fire all around Sanctuary. It's a war zone. Sanctuary's getting pounded out there. They're sending distress signals to anyone who'll listen. But if they shut down the Echo, I'll be unable to arrange for...
This is not how it happens. Can you see me? With the Echo Network down, I can't see you. We're flying blind, friend. Our window is closing. The vault can only be opened every 200 years. If it isn't opened soon, your chance will be lost.
Sanctuary. Mentioned but not seen. Which led to some confusion. I wonder how far Sanctuary is from here, the Salt Flats. You're under-equipped, Honcho. You're not a boss, you're a hoss. Hyperion shield. Looks like a flat-off machine gun with a Type 4 barrel, which means it'll likely be a 28. And possibly worth using. Less power and less accuracy. But keep in mind that in order to judge that, we'd have to have two machine guns of the same make, not necessarily the same model. And the Hyperion shield of purple. Oh. Stompers, always the awesome stompers. Yeah, it's a 25 with a 12-round mag. Atlas machine gun with a Type 5 barrel. Let's see how this compares to the other Atlas. It has the same body type and the same stock, but a different barrel. Type 3 barrel versus Type 5. See how the Type 5 often has a damage drop-off. Between these two, I'd actually go with this one, with the Type 3 barrel, and not the Type 5. Because with that kind of accuracy, it's awesome anyway. Move. Don't know what I was getting stuck on. But I know I was pressing forward key and not moving forward. Shouldn't I be using the anarchy? Well, I got some use out of that. Shouldn't I be using the corrosive meteor? Well, yeah, probably should. Let's use that flat. It has a better body type. Type 3, I think. Has the long reload. And yeah, I didn't really need to reload between just those two guys. This is a machine gun test. See how I bounced it off the ground just for fun? I know I don't have to kill all these guys, but I want to. Oops. No. Ha! Another TDR combat rifle, and it's a white light. Exploding flat off. 5 strikes across the head. Well, he is wearing armor. Is that everybody? Nifty symbol. feel like messing with those guys. See if I can remember how to get back. Don't feel like messing around there. I might later. By later, I mean next episode. Oh, I said I would teleport back here and I forgot. Not my style. Might as well hang out here until the shops switch over. Oh, 34. Oh. It's a Jacob's double X. But 0.5 fire rate. A Type 1 barrel. Pass. My Skull Masher, my level 40 Skull Masher, is also double X. Which means it'll blast enemies back. I think you have to score a crit hit. Is that right? You have to score a critical hit to blast enemies back? Atlas could have done that with one shot with the same barrel type.
Doll makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
That's awesome. Alright, I already know my Red Death is better than that. I mean, this has a Type 1 barrel. My Red Death has a Type 5. Spiked Sweeper. Is that a Vlad? Yes. Of all of these, this looks the most interesting. It's only too bad it doesn't have a blade. It has a Type 4 barrel. Keep a machine gun. Well, it's no contest. Although it has a relatively slow fire rate. I'll go with the one with the Type 3 barrel. Does the most damage, has the highest capacity, five perks, I guess. Really only has the handicap of a slow reload. That fire rate may be relatively slow, but it's not like a 4.5 or 4.9. Most damage, highest capacity, second most accurate.
If you're on a budget, TDR is always the way to go.
And it has the lowest resale value.
All the latest and greatest in high-powered weaponry and gear sold right here for your convenience.
I can regen that. Oh, wait. I was going to end the session after doing all of that. I think I meant to come here and turn in this mission and then go back to my Underdome base of operations. Hopefully a level 28. Has a good body type. I think this is a Type 5 body. Type 2 barrel. Sticking with the Atlas.
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of freaking wood.
That had a 5-figure resale value anyway, as does this. And it's not the best anarchy I've ever found. It's not bad.
Get my machines in there, scary needles.
Tempted to check the shops at T-Bone Junction, but I'm going to resist that temptation.
Jacob's guns do one thing really well.
Anything else that I wanted to sell?
What else do you need?
Oh. Damage per shot or damage per second? This is a good gunslinger loadout, except I would swap the equalizer with some different type of revolver, because if I'm going to use gunslinger, it's got to have ammo regen. Oh. I have some farming to do yet. For the next episode, I'll make up my mind. What kind of loadout to go with. Later. Until then, as Bruce Campbell would say, catch you on the flip-flop.